Hello everyone, welcome back all of you. In this session we are going to discuss a problem asked in the GATE in the previous years, and the topic I have taken as ordinary differential equation, and in that also first order linear differential equation will try to look what kind of problems are being asked in GATE usually. So as I said, in the case of differential equation we have two types, ordinary differential equation and partial differential equation. And in the case of ordinary differential equation also, I told that we are going to talk about first order and first degree, and in the another case n is going to be the greater than 1, and in that case we will talk about higher order first degree. So as I said, we are going to talk about only first degree, means linear differential equations only, and we have some varieties in partial differential equation also. So in ordinary differential equation we have discussed 5 method in first order linear differential equations, and we'll try to have the look now that if the questions are asked from that particular section, how we are going to approach that, how we are going to apply method number 1, 2, 3, 4 or method number 5. So this question was asked in GATE 2012 EC electrical and instrumentation, and the question was the solution of differential equation if the initial condition x of 1 is equal to 0.5 and the equation is given something like this. So to solve that, first we'll divide by t. So dx by dt plus 1 by t x is equal to 1. So I have given the I have divided both the sides with t. So if we compare it with our standard equation, dy by dx plus px is equal to q, right? So this is nothing but our fifth form if the differential equation is in the standard format. And also I said the p and q are the function of x, but in this case instead of dy by dx we have the equation as dx by dt. So variables are little different, so we are going to feel it as something like this: dx by dt plus pt is equal to q, and p and q are going to be the px, and p and q will be the function of t, right? So by comparing that, we have p as p is equal to 1 by t and q is equal to 1, and we know the solution is going to come out as x e power integration p dx is equal to integration q e power integration p dx plus c, but as it is dx by dt, instead of dx we should have dt over here. So e power integration p dx is nothing but e power integration 1 by t dx, and instead of dx we should have dt, right? Everywhere instead of x we have t. So 1 by t e power integration of 1 by t is ln t, and or we'll write as log base e and e gets cancelled, so we have t over here. So if we just simply put x into t is equal to integration of q is nothing but 1 t and dt plus c, and xt is equal to integration of t is nothing but t square by 2 plus c. So we have the solution as x is equal to t by 2 plus c by t. I have divided both the sides with t, and we have given with the initial condition x of 1 is equal to 0.5. So it means at t equal to 1 the value x is equal to 0.5. So we will put that value to calculate the integration constant. So 0.5 is equal to 1 by 2 plus c by 1. So c is nothing but 0, because 0.5 is equal to 0.5 plus c, so c is 0. So if we just simply put c as 0 here, we are going to get solution as x is equal to t by 2. So this is our answer. So it's not a very difficult problem, just simple standard format we have: dy by dx plus px is equal to q, and by knowing the direct answer we can write the solution: x e power integration p dt is equal to integration of q e power integration p dt dt plus c. Only we have to keep in mind that our standard form was in dy by dx, and here it is in the form of dx by dt. So I'll write the answer for this question here: x is equal to t by 2. And in this case the question was asked in little reverse manner. The solution of differential equation is given with the curve y versus x, and he is interested in knowing the differential equation. The solution is given and he wished to know that the solution is of which differential equation. So he is saying function shown is the solution of differential equation. So we have to do the reverse work. So by seeing the function, we have the input as f of y is equal to, or we can write y just simply, y is equal to x square by 2 for x greater than equal to 0. So for the positive values of x, we have y is equal to x square by 2, and for negative values of x, we have minus x square by 2, right? So we just have to differentiate both the side with respect to x. So this is going to be dy by dx, and integration of x square is 2x, 2 and 2 gets cancelled, so this is nothing but x for x greater than or equal to 0, and here it will be minus x for x less than equal to 0. So this we can just simply say dy by dx is nothing but mod of x, right? So the graph for dy by dx will be something like this. So this is the graph of mod x. So our answer will be dy by dx is equal to mod x. And also they have said assume all initial conditions to be 0. So we need not worry about the integration constant at all. So this was the two problems. Let us discuss few more so that we can understand in appropriate manner. And now let us solve a few more problems quickly asked in GATE. So the first problem is asked in GATE 2019 in civil engineering. So the problem is dy by dx into x ln x is equal to y. So this we can simply solve using variable separable. So this is nothing but our fourth method we studied. So what we are going to do in that, we have to make dy by dx in the as the function of f of x upon g of y, right? So from here we'll write dy by dx is equal to y upon x ln x, but in the numerator it should be f of x. So 1 upon x ln x we will write, and denominator it should be 1 upon y. And now we have to cross multiply y terms together. So this is nothing but 1 upon y dy and x terms together. So 1 upon x ln x dx. Or instead of doing this, we can just simply solve like taking x term together, dy upon y is equal to 1 upon x ln x dx. So direct also we will write, but this I have written because in the complex problems we have to approach like this. So now we have to integrate both the sides, and integration of 1 upon y dy is nothing but ln y, right? So this we are going to get simply, but here we don't know the integration of 1 upon x ln x dx directly. So we have to make use of substitution. So first we will put ln x is equal to t, and if we differentiate both the side with respect to x, so 1 upon x dx is equal to dt. So dx upon x ln x. So dx upon x is going to come out as dt, and ln x we have put it as t. So integration of 1 by t is ln t. So we'll write it as ln y is equal to ln t plus c, and instead of c, as the question in the solution, the options are given in terms of k, so we'll write it as ln k. So this is nothing but ln y, and using logarithmetic property, ln a plus ln b is equal to ln ab. So this is nothing but tk. So y is equal to tk, and t is nothing but ln x. So y is equal to k ln x is going to be our answer. So option number B will be the answer of our problem. And now let us solve next problem. And the next problem is asked in GATE 2019 again, and in the mechanical engineering it was asked. So this also we can make use of variable separable again. So dy upon dx is equal to nothing but minus 7x square y. So let us take y terms together. Dy upon y is equal to minus 7x square dx. Integrate both the sides. Dy upon y is nothing but ln y minus 7. Integration of x square is x cube by 3 plus c, right? And in this question we have given one condition that at x equal to 0 we have y is equal to 3 by 7, and he is interested in value of y at x equal to 1. Before going for that, we have to calculate the constant c. For that the condition is given, so we will put y is equal to 3 by 7 at x equal to 0. So c is nothing but ln 3 by 7. I'll substitute directly ln 3 by 7, and now we are interested in calculating value of y at x equal to 1. So y at x equal to 1, so this is nothing but ln y is equal to minus 7 into 1 by 3 plus ln 3 by 7. So ln y is equal to ln 3 by 7 minus 7 by 3. To make use of logarithmetic equation, we should write this in terms of ln. So instead of minus 7 by 3, I will write it as ln e power minus 7 by 3, right? So this is nothing but log base e and e gets cancelled, this will be minus 7 by 3. So this minus 7 by 3 will write as plus log base e power minus 7 by 3. Okay, so now we can make use of logarithmetic property, ln a plus ln b is equal to ln ab. So this is nothing but 3 by 7 e power minus 7 by 3, and now we can compare directly. Y is equal to 3 by 7 e power minus 7 by 3. So this will be our answer. So y of 1 is equal to 3 by 7 e power minus 7 by 3, and either options will be given, or if it is asked in the numerical type, we can solve with the gate calculator. And the final problem, the third problem, was asked in GATE 2018 in EC, and that is one of good and typical problem. So we have to be very careful while solving that. So dy by dx is equal to x square plus y square upon 2y. So let's divide by 2y. So x square upon 2y plus y square upon 2y. So y by 2 plus y by x. So let's write it something like dy by dx is equal to x square upon 2y plus y 1 by 2 plus 1 by x. So dy by dx, and I am taking this term left hand side. So minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by x y is equal to x square by 2y. And if we are comparing it in the form of dy by dx plus py is equal to q. So p and q should be function of purely x. So this is true, but on the right hand side we are not getting a function of purely x. So let us multiply by y also, 2y also. So this will become as 2y dy by dx minus 1 by 2, and 2 will multiply 1 plus 2 by x, and this is y square is equal to x square. And now also not in the standard form, dy by dx plus py is equal to q, right? So y square term is there. So we have to make it in the standard form first. So for that, as I said, we will have to do little substitution. So y square we will put as z. So 2y dy by dx, differentiate both the side with respect to x. So this will be 2y dy by dx is nothing but dz by dx. So this is dz by dx minus 1 plus 2 by x z is equal to x square. And now we have equation in our standard form, that dz by dx plus pz is equal to dz by dx plus pz is equal to q, right? So this is our standard form. So this is nothing but we are making use of fifth form, like standard linear differential equation or standard reducible linear differential equation. And let us solve further to come to our answer. So the direct solution we can write z e power integration p dx is equal to q e power integration p dx whole integration dx plus c. And first we will have to calculate e power integration p dx. So e power integration p is nothing but minus 1 plus 2 by x, right? So e power minus integration of 1 is x and integration of 2 by x. So 2 ln x it will be. So we'll separate the terms, e power minus x into e power minus 2 ln x, and if we take minus 2 this side, this will become ln x power minus 2, and e power ln x, e and e gets cancelled. So this is nothing but e power minus x into e power x power minus 2. So this e power integration p dx is coming as e power minus x by x square, e power minus x by x square, and we have z in multiplication and integration of q. What is q? Q is nothing but x square, and e power minus x by x square we have calculated dx plus c. So x square and x square get cancelled, and integration of e power minus x is nothing but minus e power minus x plus c, z e power minus x by x square. And now we have to put z also back as y square. So this will put as y square e power minus x by x square is equal to e power minus x plus c. So this is our solution, but he said that this curve is passing through 1, 0. So we can satisfy the value x comma y is 1 comma 0. So x is 1 and y is 0, so this is nothing but 0 minus e power minus 1 plus c. So from here c we are getting e power minus 1, so I'll substitute c is equal to e power minus 1, and let's bring this e power minus x this side. So y upon x square plus 1 e power minus x is equal to e power minus 1, and this e power minus x will take right hand side, so this will become as y square upon x square plus 1 e power x minus 1, because at the denominator it will come as e power minus x, so again in numerator it will be e power x, so e power x minus 1, and now take ln both the sides, so this is nothing but ln 1 plus y square upon x square and is equal to x minus 1. So this will be our answer, and this is going to be the equation of curve which is coming as a solution of this particular differential equation. So this is the typical idea that how we are approaching the problems and coming to our solution using our 5 methods discussed in the first order linear differential equation. And if you have any doubt, you are free to ask in the comment section. Thank you.